Hi, I'm Mark Schlossberg, a professor at the University of Oregon. And today, in this video, I'm going to take you through a street redesign of one of the main streets that enter our beautiful campus. That's very green and sustainable, with most students and faculty getting to campus and navigating throughout campus by foot or by bike. In fact, we have classes directly focusing on bicycle transportation and redesigning cities for more walking. Our students regularly help Oregon cities in this way. Our student group Live Move helps the city of Eugene redesign its streets. And we even lead a study abroad class to teach students from the world's best cycling cities. Which brings us to University Street, one of the main gateway streets into our campus, which is a very car-centric street with very token bike infrastructure, none really, and not a lot of sidewalk space, which means it's time for a redesign. So just using an aerial image to get the street right of way and going into Streetmix to come up with some designs of how to allocate that right of way, we can go from Streetmix into this 3D environment using a 3D street so we can see things a little bit better. So here's one alternative design with protected bikeways, one way in each direction, 2 car lanes as it is now. We can look at that same view from the top down within the 3D street environment. Here's a different alternative with a 2-way protected bike lane on one side, only 1 lane of car parking, and the 2 travel lanes for cars right next to each other. Here's a closer up view of that. And here's an additional design with a 2-way bikeway. And in this design, the car parking is kind of down the middle of the auto area. And so that's a design I liked going through this process. And so let's throw that into an augmented reality environment using Adobe Aero. And what's really nice in augmented reality is that you can actually walk through the space. So this is a video of me actually walking on University Street, being careful not to be hit by anything moving on the street, and viewing that augmented reality design embedded on the actual physical location of our campus, getting a vantage point of what it might feel like to have half of that street now dedicated to walking and biking, and to imagine what it might be like to come in or out of campus by bike without having to worry about the fast-moving cars on the street and the token amount of space that's given to people on bikes currently. So it's a real powerful way to understand a space, from something that looks like this, and then in just minutes redesigning it on Streetmix, throwing that into 3D Street, coming up with some different alternate designs, putting it into augmented reality, and being in the actual space to see what it feels like. So hopefully that gives you a quick sense of the power of augmented reality in the redesign of University Street at the University of Oregon. Feel free to reach out. Thanks.